This giveaway is going to be a box full of my favorite craft things. Hi everyone, welcome to the Schwowin's Nest. My name is Sandra. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join my YouTube family. I am trying to create a small business with my YouTube channel, and every subscription and view helps me a lot. So I really appreciate those of you who are coming around and joining me on a daily basis or whenever I upload my videos. I am super excited to share with you that I have hit a 3,000 subscriber milestone, and I couldn't have done it without you. So thank you so much for those of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate everything that you've done for me. So because I have hit 3,000 subscribers, I am going to do a giveaway. And this giveaway is going to be a box full of my favorite craft things. And so you're going to be able to create probably at least one or two DIYs yourself using all of the supplies that I'm going to share with you. I have a Dollarama store that I talk about a lot on my channel, so I'll be shopping there and picking up a bunch of stuff to put in the mystery box. If you'd like a chance to win the mystery box, I would love for you to do two things. Number one, you have to be subscribed to my channel. Number two, answer a really easy question that I will have pinned at the top of the comments underneath this video. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you some of my favorite crafting tools and items so you can get an idea of what to look for when you are out shopping and when we ever get to be shopping again. But
whenever I'm out thrifting or shopping the dollar stores, I'm always on the lookout for some cutting boards. These two happen to be bamboo. They're from my local Dollarama store, and they always have different sizes and varieties. But these two are my favorite. I like the one with the handle on the left. You could probably make a nice wooden basket with this if you had a thrifted basket or maybe even a crate. Use that one for the sides. And I do use the large one on the right for different signs. It's the perfect size. It's not too big, but it's not too small either. Next on the list are these panel boards. The one on the right is an artist's panel board, and I'm showing it to you with the back side because I like to use them as frames, and then I can make a sign or do something on the inside of it. Very similar to the little box frames on the left. That one's from the Dollar Tree, and they have lots of different sizes and styles, so that's something that I'm always on the lookout for. These are some pallet wood pieces that I picked up at Walmart. They have them in stock most of the time. You can get the 3 panels like I have here, but there's also a 4 panel available. The one on the right I've already painted with my chalk paint, and the one on the left is the raw wood. You can do them with different ways. You can have it vertically or horizontally, the way I've shown them here. I've also joined a couple of them together to make larger signs. We're going to be getting into more of the things that I get from Dollarama. Some of these items are seasonal. The wood plant stakes that are on the right, they are a seasonal item. There's 10 to a pack and they're $1.50. These are made of really soft wood that you can cut with scissors. And this is what I use when I want to put a shiplap look to a sign or on the back of a frame. On the left, you'll see the wooden dowels. They come in different sizes, but they're a really good price and they're really handy to use for different things for crafting. For farmhouse or nautical decor, there's nothing like a good chunk of yarn or twine or jute or rope or whatever you want to call it. The one on the right is a cotton nautical rope that is available at my Dollarama. I have not seen that at Dollar Tree. But the one on the left is just a smaller version of the Dollar Tree jute rope, and it is available at my Dollarama, and you can also get the thicker one. So it really depends on what's available in your store, in your area. If you've been watching any of my videos where I'm doing a DIY, you'll see that I use this Weld Bond glue all the time. This is what gives all of my projects a permanent adhesion. I love it because it's more of a white glue or a wood glue kind of texture. I find that E6000 is a little slippery, and anytime I've tried to use it in conjunction with my hot glue, it doesn't work. So I just stick to using this, and the reason I like it is because within 15 or 20 minutes, you can start working with your project. It holds fairly quickly. Next is hot glue. I like using these long sticks. They're about 8 inches. There's 12 of them for $2.50, and that's also at my Dollarama store. And sometimes they have them and sometimes they don't. Sometimes I have to get the 4-inch sticks, but that's okay. I have not found too much difference in dollar store glue sticks in comparison to more expensive glue sticks. So when they're there, I grab a couple packs all the time. These are my favorite command hooks. I use these for hanging lightweight pictures, wreaths. The reason I like them is because they have this small silver hook that comes in front. It's very thin and it fits wreaths really well. So like grapevine wreaths or willow wreaths, as long as it's not too heavy, because these are only a half a pound weight. Okay, so here's my chalk paint lineup. My most favorite is Rust-Oleum chalk paint. I love it. It's readily available at Home Depot or Lowe's. I think even some local stores will carry it. It's a really good chalk paint. I use that mostly for furniture and some wood decor items. The next one is Décor, and I picked that up at Michael's. I like buying these little tubs if I just need a little bright color. So this is a bright turquoise. I also have a red. The next little pot is Rust-Oleum brand as well. All of the colors that are available in Rust-Oleum can be bought in these little pots. So those are really handy if you're just, again, needing a really specific color and you don't need a whole lot of it. Lastly is the Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint. This is the first time that I've purchased one of these. I do like it. It's a nice color. This one's called Maui Sand. It's really thick. It's a lot thicker than the Rust-Oleum brand of paints. It's more along the lines of the Deco Art. So when I do use it, sometimes I thin it down just a little wee bit because it will go a lot longer that way. For application with my chalk paints, I've been starting to use these Bennett chalk paint brushes. Originally, I was just using dollar store brushes, and then I tried these and I'm in love with them. They make the paint go on so nice and smooth, and the large one really gets a lot of coverage in a short amount of time. So if you're doing big projects, you're gonna want to pick up a proper chalk paint brush because it's really going to make a difference in how your project looks and how quickly you can get it done. For my smaller decor items, I just use these small 1¼ inch brushes from the dollar store. I think you can get these at Dollar Tree and at Dollarama. And the reason I like them is because they do give you texture. So with chalk paint, if you're using a brush like this, you're going to get some texture. And since I do a lot of distressing, that's great because it mimics wood grain. The other brushes that I like are on the left, and those are from Dollarama, and they're artist brushes. They're nice and flat, but they have a really good texture to them. They're nice and soft, and the paint goes on really well with them.
I'm also going to share a DIY chalk paint recipe that you can use with any type of paint around your house. It can be acrylic paint, it can be latex paint, whatever you've got in your home, you can make into chalk paint. So stay tuned for that, and let's get started.
I'm going to show you how to make chalk paint using an eggshell latex paint. You want to use something flat or eggshell. You don't want anything with a shine to it because that defeats the purpose of chalk paint. You're also going to need some kind of container that you can screw closed. Either a glass jar or a plastic bottle is fine. Also make sure that you either shake or stir your paint really well. I'm going to use this little scoop and I'm going to fill the jar up about 3/4 of the way. Doesn't have to be measured, you can just eyeball it. What you're going to need for this chalk paint is your paint, of course, in some kind of bottle, and then you're going to need baby powder or talc. It doesn't have to be Johnson's, it can be whatever you have on hand. It's readily available at any grocery store, so you should be able to pick some up at just about any time, especially if you go grocery shopping. So what I'm doing is just putting some powder out on a piece of paper just to make it easier so I can funnel it right into my jar. So as you can see, I did some really specific measuring. What I did was I threw a pile on and then I just put it in. And what I'm going to do is screw on the cap and shake the bejeebies out of it. What you want to do is mix it up really well, and then you'll be able to see what kind of consistency and texture it is. Now I'm just going to open it up and take a look. Some of the powder hasn't settled yet, but you can kind of see the texture moving in there a little bit. So now I'm going to do about the same amount again, and I'm going to funnel it back into the jar and then shake it again. This part is really hard for me to tell you how it's supposed to turn out. It's supposed to be thicker and have a little bit of a texture to it. The best way that I always tell is I pour out a little bit of the regular paint, and then I pour out some chalk paint next to it, and then I smush it around with my fingers, and then I kind of rub my fingers together to see if I can feel the difference in the texture. You're also going to be able to see a difference in how it pours and what it looks like when it's on the paper. A really good way of also testing the coverage of the new chalk paint is to use some raw wood, paint over it a couple of times with the new chalk paint and then also with the regular latex, and you'll see the difference. Each paint will be different, so you'll have to experiment to get the right texture.
So to finish off this video, I have one more announcement for you. I am going to be hosting a challenge, and it's going to be uploaded on May 15th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What I'd like you to do is use all of the things that you have at home. There's no need to go purchase any new items. There's going to be a little twist to this though. I'm going to ask you to incorporate something from nature in your DIY. So I want you to go outside. I want you to go in your backyard, go for a walk, pick up some sticks, find some greenery. Maybe you've already got some flowers that are blooming in your garden. Maybe there's some leaves left over from last year that you could think of something to incorporate them with. Some sticks from your bushes or branches, anything that you think might be really cool in a DIY. So
I'm calling this challenge Craft Your Stash with Nature DIY Challenge. Here are the rules. Use any of your stash supplies. You must include something from nature: sticks, leaves, flower buds, rocks, pebbles, dirt, sand, anything you can find in your yard or your neighborhood. Mention my channel and include both my channel and the playlist links in your description box. And then upload your video on Friday, May 15th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link will be available in the description box of my video and in my community at 9 a.m. on May 15th. You can do anything you want for this. It can be a dollar store DIY, it can be a thrift store flip, a trash to treasure, something useful for your home, absolutely anything. The only other thing I want you to do is have fun. If you're still with me, thanks so much for hanging around. I know this was a really long video, but I had a lot of things to share with you today. I've got lots of great things coming up in the future, so you don't want to miss out. Hit that red subscribe button and click that bell so you can get notified every time I upload something new. Like, comment, and share my videos. It really helps my channel grow. And by the way, don't forget to comment and answer the question so you can be entered into my 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Thanks for watching.